Hi, it's Sam, aka Lymphoma Lass here, and today I want to address something that people often say to me. They say, I couldn't draw, I couldn't do art. Well, today I want to show you a technique I've discovered. I went to a workshop run by my lovely friend and fellow artist, Louise Barson, and she showed me a technique called Chase for Penny. And with that, with a fine liner, a normal writing pen, a red Sharpie, a turquoise water brush and a grey water brush, I produced this. So let's show you how it's done. First of all, I'm going to choose my base pen. The pen I want to use is a grey rather than a black. I've got a black, so I can use that to good effect later. I want to use a grey. And all you do to do this style of drawing is you chase the penny with your pen and you see where it goes. If you lose the penny, don't worry, just put it back and start again. It's not going to show that you lost it in the end. Don't worry about what shapes you make, just do it. So, to make sure this isn't like watching paint dry, I'm just going to continue this on my own for a bit and come back to you. So, I think I've chased my penny around enough. So I'm going to put my penny away for a rainy day. And then the idea that Louise showed me was you just fill each area you want to with patterns. So it might be simple lines. So I think I'm going to have to get another of those pens because it's run out. Right, I'm back with more pens. They do actually last ages, but I use them a lot for drawing, sketching, and this one's much better, as you can see. You can do dots. Dots don't have to be exact, it doesn't matter. The paper I'm using is a very cheap watercolour paper, but when we did the original exercise, I was just given some copier paper, and that worked fine, except for what we did is we put a second piece of copier paper underneath, so we didn't mark the table because some of the pens bled through. And you can do things like do your dots the other way round, and you can colour the space around the dots. And that can look quite effective. So I think that looks quite effective. You can also do something quite interesting with lines. That looks quite psychedelic. And you can use different strengths of monochrome. So you can use a grey, like I drew the picture in of the Doodling chasing the penny. And that gets you, again, a bit of a different effect. You can start to use colour. So these pens, these are brush pens, they're water-based ink, and the thing with them is that you can either use them just as they are and colour in the whole shape, or you can use them by leaving the inside space white, add some water, and you get a two-tone effect. Now, one thing that's quite important with this type of art is to remember that white is a colour too. So unless you really want to, don't feel you have to fill all the white space. You can leave some of it as it is white, and that kind of helps everything be a bit more zingy. You could do this with just school stationery, marker pens, coloured pens, biros, whatever you like. You could leave the outside white, or you could, like I did, colour it in a darker colour. And if you add too much water and the paper buckles, if you put it between a couple of tea towels or folded tea towel, you can actually iron it flat. So I'm going to leave it there for now, but I will add a picture, I will add a link, I should say, to the final piece so you can see it when I've finished it. So all you need is felt tips, markers, some kind of pen. I used artist pens, but I have them. I use water brush pens because I have them. And just play and you'll be surprised at how lovely the final piece looks. So please feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more ideas, or to sign up to my newsletter to see some of the other things